Hello, eighth graders at Palermo Middle School. Welcome to the current school year. It's really great to get a chance to talk with you. I'm Mrs. Applegate. I know most of you from last year when you were seventh graders, and I am going to be doing some 7 Mindsets lessons like I did in the spring. And it's up to the eighth grade teachers whether they want to use these resources or not. So I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to share some lessons with you guys. Since you are eighth graders this year, you have had 7 Mindsets for 2 years. The first year, when you learned them, it was really just to get the knowledge and understanding. Last year, as seventh graders, it was to analyze and apply the 7 Mindsets to your life. And this year, it is to evaluate and create. And you'll actually be creating a graduation plan. So the 7 Mindsets are all listed here, over here on the right. You guys can see them all. They're probably familiar to you. Today is just an introduction to the 7 Mindsets Course 3, which you're on as eighth graders. So we're just going to go through these slides. You guys kind of know the whole idea behind 7 Mindsets, which is that a lot of really smart people kind of got together and did some research and figured out that these kinds of ways of thinking and believing really help people to be happier in their lives and to accomplish their goals and to just feel more satisfaction. So we want to teach you guys these ways of thinking and believing in an effort to improve your lives. So let's just get started here. We always start with a quote. So this one is, almost every successful person begins with 2 beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. So there are 2 parts of that belief, aren't there? The future can be better than the present. And I think the most important part is I have the power to make it so. So really believing in yourself that you can make changes and you're powerful in your life to do that. Another question I want to ask you guys is, how has your life changed since learning the mindsets? So is there one of the mindsets that you can think of, or more than one, like, yeah, I've really changed in this way since I learned about this in 6th and 7th grade and got all those video lessons. Yeah, I feel like I've changed, in certain ways. This is a short video we're going to watch about some upperclassmen in high school giving advice to freshmen in high school. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for you guys.
I would say definitely take it seriously. You think freshman year is going to be the easiest year and you don't always think about that or care for your classes, but I would definitely do it because it just sets a good standard for the rest of the years, which will get harder.
Freshman year, it is serious that it does count.
Not slack off freshman year. They would need to take a good course schedule and to just enjoy their 4 years.
Not to stress out. When I came to high school, I was so stressed and so nervous, but it really isn't that nerve-wracking once you get the hang of things.
Make sure to get good grades, it's important, and just enjoy the experience.
That first semester start is where it all takes off. That's where your GPA can skyrocket or it can tank.
Just focus on academics and keep a good balance between academics and a social life.
Work for the future but live for today. Not to get too caught up into their schoolwork, but still make sure you have a plan B and don't party too hard.
Just never procrastinate, because I would procrastinate a lot. I mean, I would get the work done, but I'd have a lot of, sleepless nights.
No, I say to make a lot of friends and maybe find someone who's like in a leadership position that you know will be a good role model.
Schedule your time. It's high school, yay, it's so fun. But when that test is Thursday and you study in fourth block Thursday morning and the test is in fifth block, you have a problem.
Okay, let me get out of that screen. All right. So that's kind of a little insight for you guys. You hear from some high schoolers about what it's like to be a freshman and what they think you should concentrate on. Let's just discuss some questions. So think about these, and your teacher may have will have a way possibly of getting your feedback on these questions. So what are some common things you heard during the video? So more than one of the high school students said certain things. So like what was common about what they said? One thing I can think of is it was like, you're going to have to work hard in your freshman year. Like, don't slack off and take it easy. You actually have to like care about your grades in ninth grade. Which piece of advice stuck out to you? And that kind of means like, which piece of advice do you think is most relevant to you? Or are you really tuned into and listening to because you think that's something you might need to think about in your life? What are your fears about high school? It's totally common and normal and natural to be afraid of and have fears and anxieties about new things that are happening. So think about that. Like, what are you worried about? And what are you most excited about in high school? Two different things. What are you excited about? What are you afraid about? Your teacher may want you to write these answers down individually. Another option is to break into groups where you discuss that together in a group and come back to the main group, the Zoom group, and share what your group said. That'll be up to your teacher to decide how they want to have you guys discuss that video. And then the last thing is, what is your favorite mindset? This can also be done by splitting into groups if your teacher wants, or you can do it individually. So kind of think about your life. Which of these mindsets that you've learned about the last 2 years is your favorite? And why? And how do you see that mindset in your life? Like, what kind of things are you doing to really show that you believe in that mindset? Like, how are you acting? So, like I said, your teacher may want to put you guys into groups to discuss that and then come back to the whole group, or have you do it individually. Okay, and lastly, a challenge for you is in this course 3, we're going to create a graduation plan. It's right here. I can show it to you guys. This is what it looks like. It goes through all the mindsets and asks various questions about each mindset and how you guys will apply those to your high school years. So that'll be pretty cool. We're not going to do that today, but think about a challenge. Think about looking around for videos that inspire you and relate to the 7 mindsets. I think any kind of motivational video will have some connection to one of these mindsets. So find your favorite one and be ready to share that if your teacher would like you to do that. Okay, well, that's it for today. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep these to about 10 minutes. I really appreciate you guys listening and thinking about these ideas, the video, how it makes you feel, how you want to apply these mindsets to your life, because that's the important part. And I hope to see you next week. Your teacher may have a follow-up activity for you to do. And I hope you guys have a great first week at Palermo Middle School as new 8th graders. And I hope to see you next week. All right, I'm going to stop the video now. Like I said, have a great week at Palermo. Take care.